Breaking overnight, a shootout in the street and a man shot and killed.
A woman found safe just feet away from the victim. How she's doing and what led up to the gunfire.
A late-night rescue at SeaWorld San Diego.
A dozen people trapped on a gondola hanging over water.
Rain moving in. How hard will it be? I have your hour-by-hour forecast.
Look at what you're doing. Look at what
you're doing.
Tempers flare over a baby's photo shoot, the neighborhood fight that has you fired up online.
Instagram influencers are now advertising medical treatments.
But we've got a warning before you follow the trend.
Live from the KHOU 11 studios, H-Town Rush starts right now.
And first at 6, the rain is moving in this morning. In fact, a thunderstorm is popping right now in College Station. You can see those storms firing up on the radar. We are definitely in for a wet day.
Oh boy, you'll want to grab the umbrella as you head out the door. Let's check in with meteorologist Cheetah Craft to kick us off in the Rush Block. Cheetah.
Good morning, guys. Yes, jackets and umbrellas needed for today, even though across the area we're only starting off with light showers for most of you. Yeah, that thunderstorm just south of College Station area, it has really started to blow up, and I'm expecting more of that as we head into your midday. Let's get going here. South of College Station, again, just west of Navasota area, you can see not only are we talking about those heavy downpours, some lightning involved, pea-sized hail not out of the question with that cell. So that's going to be something that's going to continue to watch. If you're waking up Deer Park, Channelview this morning, you're also waking up to showers across the area. Notice your rain chances. They increase as we head towards your midday, but it's a mess out there, Steph, already.
Oh yeah, Cheetah, and we've got a wild one reported on 5969. Take a look at our TransStar camera. We're talking about this southbound lanes here in southwest Houston. This is right by West Park Drive, so you can see a lot of attention here. We've got a bus involved, and if we can see, where did it go? It's hard to see in the dark here, but hopefully TransStar will zoom in. But we have a truck that spun around. It's facing the opposite direction, and the back two tires jumped the center divider. So they zoomed in earlier. We're going to get back to that, but it is really packing up in that area. To add to that, we still have two other crashes that have not yet cleared, and they are both in bad spots. So as you roll south on the North Freeway in Acres Homes, we are really starting to see an increase. In fact, you are backed up to the Beltway here. The accident located in the left shoulder at Shepherd, and final phase of cleanup here north 288 at Reed Drive. Back to you.
Steph, thank you.
Our Michelle Choi following some breaking news for us this morning. A man shot and killed with his girlfriend sitting right next to him.
Michelle, the gunman, we understand, is still on the run this morning.
Yeah, that's right, guys. And police say he was last seen running down Redford Street here in Southeast Houston just after 8 last night. But the shooting, that took place at this apartment complex parking lot. Now, take a look. This is the car the victim and his girlfriend were in moments before. Folks living around here told police they heard gunshots. Police aren't sure if the victim was shot in the car or outside of it, but they believe at some point there was an exchange of gunfire. He was shot down. The other took off running. All while, guys, his girlfriend was still in the car. Fortunately, she wasn't hurt, but police say another car that may have been related to the shooting was also spotted speeding away. Now, a little while later, we're told a second shooting victim showed up at a hospital. Police believe he may be related to the shooting. Right now, they do not have a motive, but they are looking for that gunman. They say he was last seen wearing a black Adidas jumpsuit. He's between 5'8", 5'9", weighing about 160 pounds. If you know anything, you know what to do. Call police. Guys, back to you.
Michelle Choi, thank you very much. Breaking news we're following right now. Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders just announced he is once again running for president. Sanders made the announcement on Vermont Public Radio in just the last hour here. You can see him on CBS this morning at 7, right after H-Town Rush.
And we have breaking news out of California this morning. Overnight, people stranded in midair when a tram shut down at SeaWorld. A gust of wind had tripped a circuit breaker on the Bayside Sky Ride. That left the gondolas suspended above water. More than a dozen people were trapped 4 hours. Rescue crews came in. They used harnesses to lower the passengers into boats, and everybody is okay. Also, more breaking news into our rush block this morning. A car hit a tree, killing the driver. This happened on Northborough Drive. The driver veered into oncoming traffic and then lost control when he overcorrected. He was the only one in that vehicle.
Your rush block continues with the day's other big stories. Residents demanding action from Houston police after a botched drug raid that killed a husband and wife in their home.
Houston Police Chief Art Acevedo says he will no longer allow his officers to serve warrants without knocking, but when he spoke about it at a town hall on the East End last night, people jumped down his throat. Some of them called for him to be fired.
A 16-year-old girl makes a horrifying discovery. Police say her father killed her mother, then himself, at their home in the Telfair subdivision in Sugar Land. Friends say they received a concerning email from the father yesterday morning.
We are just shocked. Probably we need a lot of time for ourselves to come to terms with this.
Police say the couple had no record of domestic violence. A challenge to President Trump's national emergency declaration. 16 states are suing to block that move.
The president is overreaching. He's going beyond his executive powers.
The president says he'll take the fight to the Supreme Court. Relief for parents in LaPorte. The Harris County Health Department says tests for a suspected measles case at LaPorte Elementary came back negative. Harris County has had 4 confirmed cases this year. West Virginia teachers go on strike today. They are protesting an education spending bill they see as retaliation for a 9-day walkout last year.
That strike did get them a 5% pay raise, but a new bill allows for charter schools and savings accounts to help parents pay for private school.
That's your Rush Block. Today's big headlines from here in Houston and around the world. Let us know what's happening in your neighborhood. Tweet us with the hashtag HTownRush.
All right, this story really hit a nerve on our Facebook page. This video here of a neighborhood confrontation over a family taking photos, and it really started a debate over what qualifies as public property. Does public really mean public?
And it isn't the first time this has come up in that neighborhood. Brandy is here to explain how this all started. Brandy.
Well, guys, Isaiah and Kalynn Allen took their engagement photos along North Boulevard in Boulevard Oaks near Rice. It's a popular spot for pictures since it's, you can tell, pretty scenic. Now, they came back 3 years later for a photo shoot of their 1-year-old daughter. That's when this happened.
Keep recording now. Keep recording now. Keep recording now.
Yeah, all right.
Look at what you're doing. Look at what
you're doing.
A neighbor whom we're not identifying because she hasn't been charged with a crime yet confronts the couple and tells them this is private property. Here's what she told KHOU. The Broadacres Home Association invests lots of money paying to maintain the grass, trees, and walkway in our neighborhood. The high volume of commercial photography damages the property Broadacres HOA pays to maintain and interferes with dog walkers and others who merely want to walk under the pretty trees. We asked the commercial photographers to please stop. So that brings us to this morning's live survey question. We're asking, should HOAs that pay to maintain public property be able to limit access? You can answer yes, they're spending money, or no, public means public. Vote on khou.com/vote now or by using our mobile app. A lot of you have already weighed in on our Facebook page. Teresa says she's not taking sides with the lady who confronted the couple, but she does say she understands how people might not want all of these random people in front of their house taking pictures. Stan says she should mind her own business. She doesn't own the public sidewalk. And again, this isn't the sidewalk. It's kind of a median, an esplanade in the neighborhood. Dora thinks, hey, we all need to take a road trip, take photos over there just to see if we can get someone riled up. And Carmen says she's lucky that these people were nice. This could have gotten really ugly. And if you watch the video, it did get pretty ugly. That's why the police are investigating. Russ and Lisa.
Yeah. And I do understand if someone was out there damaging property, public or not.
Vandalizing anything, driving onto the grass.
Which people sometimes do.
They have.
Those folks are just putting out a blanket and taking a picture of a 1-year-old.
They were blocking that walkway, but you can easily get around them or maybe give them 10 minutes. I mean, it's a very popular spot and it's gorgeous. It attracts a lot of people for a reason. You can weigh in on our live survey. Just head to khou.com/vote now, or you can weigh in with our mobile app.
Right now, let's get over to Steph for the one thing you need to know. Steph?
All right, Russ, thanks. We want to go back to that wild situation in Southwest Houston. This is the southbound lanes of 5969 at West Park Drive. Now in the dark, we can see that truck that hopped over the center divider after colliding with a bus here. You can see HPD on scene helping traffic maneuver around, but it is really starting to bunch up in the area.
Okay, and you know what? Rain is not going to help you today. We're talking rain for your morning commute, rain for your afternoon commute as well. Coming up and walking neighborhood by neighborhood and talk about the timeline when our chances continue to increase. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Cheetah. It is 9 minutes after 6 here. Instagram influencers are out there and they get paid to convince you to buy something.
But this morning we have a warning before you jump on board their medical treatment. Janelle Bluda connects the dots.
Instagram influencers peddle a lot of stuff, everything from sunglasses to sketchy diet drinks, and the latest frontier is medical treatments. Let's connect the dots. Sponsored Instagram posts are nothing new, but experts are pretty worried about this latest trend. You might have seen them post plugging medication for psoriasis, even Botox and breast implants. The problems, say advertising experts, is important safety information can get lost among the pictures of sunsets and close-up flowers. Also, since influencers are selling a lifestyle, followers might get the impression that the only way to get that lifestyle is to use medical treatments with some pretty serious risks. Federal regulators are having a tough time keeping up with social media savvy advertisers, so some posts might not pass the smell test. The best advice for all social media, we're talking everything from your college friend's picture perfect life to the influencer peddling a diabetes device, take everything with a grain of salt. Connecting the dots, I'm Janelle Bluta for H-Town Rush.
Thank you, Janelle.
Wait, what gets me to look like that again?
Exactly. We gotta look that up.
It is a 6:10 this morning. Here's another viral challenge that comes with a warning this morning. Have you heard about this? Kids disappearing for a couple of days? Parents, if you haven't heard about this, you'll definitely want to know what's going on.
Challenge? All right, our ranchers donating their land to build the border wall. We put the Verify team on the case, breaking down that claim and other questions about the president's national emergency.
And a troubling new report this morning on Catholic priests who are secretly fathering children. We'll see what the church knew and how it covered it up.
And time for your daily checklist, 3 stories worth knowing about.